Hello, Sagittarius. It's umomgtarot, and this is your someone secretly wishes you knew this tarot card reading. Let's take a gander at who we're talking about in this one, and then we're going to look through the oracle, figure out intentions, and then we'll do the tarot spread and figure out what's going on. If you would like a personal reading, please check out my description. There's a link to my website. And yeah, here we go. Here's your first card. First card is the first sign of the Zodiac, Aries. The energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous. Crusading impulsive action is likely. So this energy is very, it has to be me first. They're hard to impress, and they're easily bored. The Aries, they like to start things, maybe not finish them. They have a problem with that, finishing things. They like to start things though. Yeah, they're very bold and strong. Fire sign. So who's that archetype in your life? Right, we got more fire. This person's coming off very hot, very fiery with the Leo energy, and the energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, and passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief. So this fiery person has a me first, me-centric type energy. You'll know. And you might not be offended by it. You might be like, oh, that's confidence right there. That's confidence right there. But if you're on your own kind of, what have you done for me lately type kick, you'll be like, oh, this person just thinks so highly of themselves. Because there's the ego thing with the Leo, and then just the thirst, the vibe to go and do stuff like explore, but that's more of a Sagittarius thing. But put themselves first with the Aries energy. So, and finally we have Aquarius energy in the mix, and the energy is freedom loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. Hey, surprise, surprise. Aquarius energy is very surprise filled. They're ruled by the planet Uranus, and Uranus better be sitting down for this, because, oh, you see what I did there? Very immature. Okay, so Aquarius energy is associated with Uranus, and Uranus will bring about surprises, so it feels like this person, what they secretly wish you knew. Something to this story is, hey, there's a surprise, something just up and happened within your network of people, because Aquarius is associated with that 11th house. So it's networking, people from, basically communal people, community people, people you know, people I know, friend of a friend, 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. So this is like a network. It could be more than one person. It could be a network of people involved in what they wish you knew. Right? They got to put themselves first. They got to put me first. It's that fiery energy, and there could be a little bit of conflict or hostility with that Aries energy. Oh! Did you hear that? That sounded like an animal. Okay. Just looked over at my bed. Minnie's here. She's okay, so it's not her. And it came from outside. That was weird. It sounded like a pig. Pig squealing. Okay, let me recalibrate my energy now. What you got going on, Sagittarius? Damn. All this Sagittarius energy. Now, the Sagittarius in me wants to go and look at the window and see if this pig is in distress and needs help. Because I have a sandwich I could lay down on. I got turkey. I got some 9-grain bread. Okay, I'll stop. There might be vegans up in here. Alright, we got more community energy with the energy oracle card. This person's coming from a sense of community. I feel like a lot of people are involved here. Community. He knows, she knows, they know, we know, but you don't know, but they wish you knew. But the surprise, the Aquarius surprise is giving me like, hey, what if they want to celebrate you somehow? They want to surprise you with something. That's a thing. Can't put that past. And you know what? This whole sense of like specialness to the individual with Aries and Leo, the ego and the the confidence, the arrogance. It might be like this passion and celebration of you. So let's refer to our trusted tarot. Figure out what this person's out here doing, because it feels like there's fire behind it, there's passion behind it, there's surprise, and there's people behind it. So your first card, oh my goodness, oh my god, surprise. You got two elements of surprise here. You got the Tower, and this is your major arcana right here, and it's in reverse. So at least we know the worst of it is over with, but there may be something that you guys are coming off of that was like a surprise hostile situation. And then we have the Fool, and the Fool is, taking a leap of faith, but not, it's an uneducated risk. It's like, okay, let's just try whatever, and it's like, I'm gonna use the law of attraction instead of opening a book and stuff like that. Some naivety in there. Some being naive in there. Okay, let's pull them all before we jump to conclusions up in here. Then we have the, you guys are getting some reversals up in here. So we have the Hierophant, who's in reverse as well. Oh my gosh, wow, look at all the major arcana. And then we have the Moon. And finally, and the only non-major arcana is the Knight of Swords in reverse. All cards in reverse, all hands on deck. You know what it is. This is an interesting reading, because it seems like there's a lot of drama, and it seems like there are bigger themes, so it feels like there's interwoven themes involved in what they don't want you to know and why. They may not want you to know that they just bought a red Cadillac, but it's not because it's a red Cadillac. It's because that red Cadillac was purchased from your brother, who was going to give you that red Cadillac for your birthday, but now they're not, okay? And they kept the profit somehow because Aunt T gave them some money to get you a car. And so they went and lowballed it, but then they sold it because they were on hard times, and then you're not supposed to know about the red cat. You're not supposed to know about nothing. It could be this elaborate thing where hands are out. People are involved. Now, I feel like you guys are coming off of something that may have been an upheaval before all of this happened, so there's like telltale signs towards this happening. And I think that some of you guys are just like, all right, I'm just going to trust. I'm just going to hope for the best. Maybe it's family. Maybe my network. I trust my network. I trust my squad. Trust the people that I know. Let me see what happens. Here we go. Maybe I should make them sign a contract, but I didn't. Maybe, you're going with some sort of like, I'm going to use the honor system. And I feel like that's the thing that backfires for you. Things that are not communicated clearly can be communicated clearly in multiple ways after the fact. Oh, I perceived this. Oh, I perceived that. So that, okay. Misunderstandings. Like, no, let's clear the air and everything before we move into stuff. But that didn't happen for you. That didn't happen for you because people are out here in these streets not wanting you to know the details. Now, these are major themes. You got a lot of major arcana up in here, like I mentioned. So you have an association with not only Aries, but Scorpio here, Aquarius again. So 2 instances of Aquarius and Aries. And then we have Taurus, Pisces, and of course the Knight of Swords in reverse. What they secretly wish you knew. It feels like I wish you knew the details. I wish you knew how this connects to that. It feels like this person has like passion or like some type of fire to them, made to maybe do the right thing. That's the wholesome thing and the strong and emotionally intelligent thing to do, like Leo energy would have you do. That's the noble thing to do, commendable thing to do. Sagittarius energy would have you think. But it seems like there's just too many factors involved. This person may secretly wish you knew they're about to take a leap of faith into something unexplored waters. You may have something to say about that. That might be a breach of trust by not letting you know. So the stakes are high. Because if they bring back sacks of money, you'll be like, I don't like you that you lied, but I want my Fendi. I want my Gucci. I want my Prada. So we see the Hierophant. And that is sandwiching this leap of faith that has been taken. So I feel like this is someone close to you, or a network of people. Like, it's like somebody who's close to you, and then the friends know too, and they're instructed not to tell you something. So the Hierophant is giving us a lot of that stubborn Taurus energy. They see a tradition. They see what role they want to. Maybe like they are into the role of being single, or the archetype of being single, and they don't want to budge on that, but they also want a relationship kind of thing. Because the Hierophant is supposed to be all about commitment, all about balance in relationships, and doing the right thing, the spiritually correct thing, or the spiritually just thing. They go by wisdom. They go by principles. They follow a certain creed. And this is not the case with this person, or they're violating it in some way, or deviating from that in some way for this leap of faith, for this risk. There's someone who wishes you knew, I guess, that someone close to you is taking a risk that you don't know about. Someone say, and I feel like, this moon card, it's supposed to represent, yes, Pisces, but it's supposed to represent almost delusions. And sometimes these delusions are not self-inflicted. Sometimes people give you a storyline to believe about life. And you're like, oh, okay. And then you find out that everything they were telling you were lies. And you're like, well, you didn't have to do much work because I just believed you, because why wouldn't I? Because it's not like I'm dumb. Like, why'd you lie? Oh, there's complexities to this. There's levels to this. That's why you lied. But, like, damn, just violate my trust like that. I feel like this person has secrets. I feel like they've painted a picture of reality around you or they know about someone or somehow reality has been painted for you differently, distorted your perception of things. Somebody who's your enemy may not be your enemy. Whatever upheaval is there, you may have had some misunderstanding involved because certain person's in your ear, certain other person's in their ear. And so there could be some miscommunication there. Especially with the Knight of Swords being there, it's like he is impulsive. He goes for the jugular right away. So there may have been some words that were exchanged about you, some harsh words. Again, but you may have even had had a hand in some harsh words that were exchanged, and maybe because you didn't know everything. You didn't know everything that was going on. You don't have a whole level of understanding. But at the same time, that information might be confidential and, the saving grace of the situation, but it's not supposed to be known by you. If you knew, would you be putting your tail between your legs and apologizing? Maybe. Maybe not. But, the violation of trust is, I feel like there's a community of people, some people don't want you to know, or someone doesn't want you to know what's really going on, the truth of the situation. But amidst all the learning and not knowing and the distorted perception of reality and the deception or whatever, there may have been some sort of upheaval, some sort of like, hey, forget, like this is my last straw type moment that happened. And it feels like just a hot-headed moment. It's like when things come to a head, and it's not like you knew I was lying to you this whole time, but for some reason your vibe started to get off because you felt lies around you. And then one day you're just like, is this peanut butter? I only eat almond butter. You just knock over the table and be like, I hate everybody and everything. It's not about the peanut butter or the almond butter. It's about the little tiny things that just pile up. And I feel like there could be some energy to this person that's chaotic because of the Mars energy. There's some conflict that is possible. And when you realize, or when you have this feeling, this full moon starts to wear off and you start to come to your senses and see things clearly, I feel like you may assess whether or not this person was very impulsive with you, whether you were impulsive in your communication with them, and that there are things that might become clear once you kind of wait and give some retrospect time to develop. Things might become clearer to you, but whoever went off at the mouth, whether that's you or the other person, feels like you went off because you didn't know everything. Might have to apologize. There might be some apologies in order, and that makes you really have to tap into your Pisces energy, especially with the moon. You'd be like, here's where I was coming from. I'm really sorry. Like, I didn't really fully understand the situation. I know you might not forgive me. It's fine. Like, I get it, but I just have to clear my conscience. I'm sorry. The moon stuff. But But yeah, I mean, ultimately it feels like this person wants to take a leap of faith, possibly leaving home or shifting, doing something that just creates a shift in your lifestyle with them. They may be closely connected. They may be connected to maybe your community of people, and they want to do something that shifts that around or just changes the dynamic somehow. So whatever it is, it doesn't seem to be very traditional or something that was expected because of all this surprise energy, because of this Hierophant energy, which is supposed to be commitment and tradition, and it's in reverse. So it just feels like with the Moon card and the Knight of Swords, it's like a little chaotic for commitment. It seems like there's some sort of like, again, like they could be presenting that they want a commitment or marriage, but this is in reverse, and this person's ideals are not necessarily as seen on display. Like their inner dialogue is a lot different. What they say and do is a lot different than, maybe this is one of those emotionally unintelligent people that just can't express themselves in a way, and so your perception is like, like, I don't know what that is, and they're like, no, this is, I cut off my ear to give it to you as a present, as a token of my love. Like, you know those little things where you're like, are you nuts? But it's like, no, that's a real sincere gesture of love. It could be one of those types of misunderstandings, super misunderstandings. But I feel like just because of the Aquarius energy, there might be some conflict, some surprise conflict, and some exchange words, you're a batty fish. No, you're a batty fish. Like some harsh words being exchanged to each other with like no depth, no substance. Just like, oh, I'm mad, so I'm yelling at you. Okay, well, I don't like your tone. I'm yelling at you. So hopefully you can mend from that. That's not a big deal, right? Right. But yeah, anyways, this person secretly wishes you knew this, and that's your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment, share the video, and if you'd like your own personal reading, please check out the description for a link to my website, as well as a link to my Etsy shop. And guess what? I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.